Hi, my name is Jane Day, and I am the IB coordinator here at Cooper Academy. They've asked me to tell you how is a traditional school different than an IB middle years program, MYP program. And so I thought, well, let's just dive right on in. Well, for starters, it is a great big world out there. And we are tasked as educators, parents, students, to create the citizens of the world, the next generation's citizens of the world. So, how do we get there? Well, we as educators use every tool in our toolbox. And that toolbox includes the classes that we have: English, history, math, science, PE, and electives. That's what you would see in a traditional classroom. But IB starts off just a little differently. For starters, one of the tools that we have in our toolbox are these things called the learner profile traits and ATL skills. These are student related components. IB feels that if you develop these 10: caring, principled, knowledgeable, open minded, that you will be a well rounded individual. Also, the ATL skills. These are 5 skills, not just for academics, but for life. They include things like collaboration, communication, self management, research, and thinking, both critical and creative. But that's not the only tool we have. We also are conceptually based. Every single one of our units deals with one of 16 concepts. These concepts include logic, relationships, culture, form, change, and more. There's 16 of them. But that's not where it stops. We have this really amazing aspect, this piece that we call the global context. I like to think of these as lenses. Consider if you were going to the zoo in the real world, and if you were going to the zoo, looking at the zoo under the concept of change, looking at it through an exploration lens of, say, sustainability would look totally different than if you went to the same zoo, same concept, and yet your exploration, your lens was looking at fairness and development. Finally, one of the last pieces we have in our toolbox is our objectives and our criterion. In addition to receiving a traditional report card, A to F grades, all IB students are scored using an IB rubric on 4 criteria. These criteria are subject specific, but they are similar across all subjects. Criterion A deals primarily with subject specific knowledge. Criteria B is all about organizing and planning. Criterion C is communicating, writing, speaking, performing, taking action. And criterion D is about thinking critically and evaluating and reflecting. So there's my box. And we also teach English, history, math, science, PE, and electives. No, now I will tell you that in the IB world, we don't consider things elective. IB doesn't. In fact, every student at Cooper, in addition to taking those classes, takes a Spanish class, a visual arts or performing arts, and a class that's called design. So there's my box of tools. But I really wanted to have one box, not 2 boxes. But that's okay because I am an IB student, a lifelong learner, and so I am sure that if I put my head to it, I can get my toolbox built. There we go. And so there you have it. And so my question to you is, what tools would you like to have in your toolbox for the rest of your life? Because really the world isn't flat, is it? It's a great big world out there, and I think we've got some great tools for making it work. Come check out Cooper. Thanks.